Go on with it, go on with it. Blessings all for my life, man. My thank God for the journey, the earnings, and just for the plus. Gratitude is a must. Blessings fall by my right hand.
Hi guys, it's your favorite mystic, TheSirenSayz, and welcome back to my channel where I speak about movie, TV, and soon-to-come books, and everything that I like, dislike, and the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything all throughout and in between those frames of media. I wanted to quickly get into this quickly because I'm seeing a lot of comments, praising people who kind of, I won't say crap on Penelope, but people who don't see her in a more negative light. And, they enjoy her highs, but they constantly remind people of her lows and say that they understand why the people who don't mess with her like Eloise. And I kept thinking to myself, right? Because, if a lot of people think a certain thing, not to say you're wrong, sometimes you have to think, right? Okay, a lot of people disagree with me. Why? So, you think critically about why that might be. And as I was watching a video, it occurred to me that people aren't seeing it clearly. This does not mean that you need to like Penelope, but even in this season now, like we all saw the episodes, people are still having these same thoughts about Penelope like it's the first season or something. Guys, there is a difference between a shallow antagonistic behavior and deep antagonistic behavior. It's not like Penelope isn't getting her karma for what she's done. You guys are upset with her and hating on her as if she's reaping every single benefit. She's never been embarrassed. She's just a wallflower. Nobody sees her. No, people are starting to see her. Embarrassment is coming from more than just Cressida, because we all know Cressida never liked her. So we're sure embarrassment was coming from the girls within her peer group, her age group. But now it's just more than little whispers from her peers. Adults are whispering about her. Men are avoiding her like the plague. The only two men who are interested in her are Colin and Debling. Why are we sitting here upset, pretending like, I don't know why people like Penelope? She's so mean. She's a gossip rag. Like, what? It's a gossip rag. She's also more than that. And I think it's interesting that y'all are deciding, because it's a decision, deciding to throw away the other parts of Penelope for the side of her that I guess is more prominent in the show, which is that she writes the Shade Room for medieval times. Like, guys, come on now. Like, in the same way, I don't know if I posted it here or not, I said that I did appreciate Eloise's character writing. I dropped a video, it's right there on my channel. I don't take back anything I said, talking about how I did not like Eloise. But this season gave her more depth. And so I was able to enjoy her character as I saw her and not be too annoyed when I saw her on screen. I was able to not be a hypocrite. When things came up, I had to call out that I liked or did not like it. Part of the reason I don't necessarily like Eloise is because characters like her and Francesca should be characters that I relate to a lot more than I do, because I don't think the writers characterize them all the way properly, in my very personal opinion. But I feel like they will both get better writing as time goes on, and I'll be able to enjoy them. Why do I like Penelope? Because I understand everything that she does. Does this mean that I would copy her? Absolutely not. In the same way with Queen Charlotte, that I liked everything that Charlotte did and I understood every decision that she made, I understand every decision that Penelope did. When it came to happen between her and Eloise, she had to do it. I know you guys are thinking there must be another way, sure, but we also remember that they're also children. So Penelope is smart for a child. She came up with the smartest decision as a child. Okay? Yes, she's mean. People have also been mean to her entire life. The only people who have not been mean to her are the Bridgertons, which is why I understand why y'all be like, why would she be so mean to the Bridgertons? Also because it would seem very strange if she wasn't. It would seem very suspicious, as she kept saying over and over and over this season, it would seem very suspicious if she wasn't mean to them. This is not me saying that she has a right to be mean. I don't know why she took her talents to write a gossip rag. And if we want to have the conversation of she never should have been Lady Wisdom in the first place, fine, have that conversation. And y'all are still sitting here like, oh, there's something so wrong with her. I don't understand why people like her. I disagree. Like you guys, like, it hurts some of y'all that people like her. People like flawed characters all the time. I think Eloise is a flawed character, and a lot of y'all like her. A lot of y'all. Am I perplexed by why y'all like her? No. Why you guys like her? And that's it. I ain't mad. Because I know I have a difference of opinion, I just stated it. That's all. Disliking Penelope is a more popular opinion than y'all think. Let me just say that now before y'all start typing all around the place. Disliking Penelope is a popular opinion. Like, can y'all stop, please? Please, I'm begging y'all. Like, it's not that serious. There were even some people who were going around saying that she shouldn't be with Colin. She should be with somebody her weight or her look. What are y'all even talking about? This is a fantasy show. We're not living in the depths of reality. Even so, what are you trying to say? That she not pretty enough for that man? That man is not gorgeous. Calm down. They dang near match. And she's way prettier than him. I'm sensing a lack of empathy here. I'm sensing a lack of empathy. There is a vitriol for Penelope that I'm not too sure where it comes from. Dislike where you want to dislike, but the vitriol, you need to look into where that's coming from. I dislike Eloise, but it's not a vitriol. I just figured that she was going to be annoying this season, and I was wrong. I was able to call out that I was wrong. That's it. Are y'all upset that she's with Colin? Does that upset you? Or are you upset that people want to see her happy because she's hurt so many people? You do realize that with or without her, drama would still happen, right? The only issue is that certain people get called out specifically because she's around to notice them. But apart from that, there would be a million Cressida Cowpers, a million of those other girls in there in Cressida Cowpers group whispering and giggling and sniggling. There would still be terrible mothers whispering, giggling, and sniggering. And there would still be terrible men calling the women out and being disrespectful. That would still happen. Penelope being there or not does not change anything. You guys are acting like she is the source of what is wrong in the town. No, she's exploiting the town for money. And we can discuss the issue with exploiting evil for money. But y'all are not having that discussion. Y'all are just mad that she's there and she's doing it in a way that can be seen as intelligent to some people, and you wish people would stop seeing it as a good thing. You wish people would stop seeing her doing what she did to Eloise as a good thing because you see it as fully bad and you feel like there was a million other things that she could have done. So she must have done it on purpose to hurt Eloise. That's not exactly what happened. It may not have been the best decision. There may have been another way, but she did not do it to hurt Eloise like that. Y'all think that, oh my God, how could she say that about Colin? We know why she said that about Colin. We know. And she also tells on her own family all the time. And y'all conveniently forget that part to make it seem like she's just unfair to everybody else around her, and she doesn't do nearly enough to herself. She calls out herself, she calls out her mother, she calls out her sister, she called out Marina. And of course we can say that her calling out Marina was more selfish than self-flagellating. But we all know that her calling out Marina made her family look bad as well. There really wasn't much separation. The only good thing she got out of it was Colin backing away from Marina. But even then, with how terrible her family is, why would she do that so that her family would be in more turmoil to treat her even worse? Guys, come on now. You don't have to like Penelope. You don't. I don't automatically like Eloise now just because she was a better person to me this season. That does not mean that you have to fight people. When I see Eloise comments that are positive, I don't fight people. I don't come on trying to put my 2 cents with my empathy towards Penelope victims, quote unquote, to make people seem evil, stupid, or wicked for liking Penelope. Because that's the undertone that y'all give. Y'all give the, wow, you guys who like Penelope. Like, guys, come on now. It is her season. It is a TV show. If you don't like it, don't watch. You realize I didn't make any videos really about season 1 and 2 of Bridgerton because I didn't like them. But I don't necessarily think that Cottony deserved that. So I didn't make a video about season 2. I made sort of a video about my thoughts on Daphne a little bit in season 1, but that's just because I thought you guys were overlooking a very important aspect of what happened there. But I didn't say I didn't like Daphne. It's just one thing. If you hate her, fine. If you want to say something, fine. But don't try to make other people feel guilty for their opinions on a show like this. There's a difference between a character that is so harmful and Penelope. You guys are acting like she's Thanos. I understand that her having this control can hurt people and bad things can happen. But nobody has ended their lives because of what happened in Lady Whistledown. So can we stop projecting like that could happen and just focus on what's actually happening in front of us? Can we make commentary on that? This is the type of show where you can't really fantasize past what's seen, or else you're gonna drive yourself crazy. All right. Anyways, I just had to drop this really quickly. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I just had to say it because it was starting to annoy me, you know. And if you like a certain character that nobody else likes, it's fine. And if you dislike a character that everybody loves, it's also fine. Stand on business. I like Penelope, so in this video, business. And if you disagree, that's fine. But what I'm saying is you don't need to have the undertone of you guys are morally evil for disagreeing with me. Like, come on now. Don't do that. In any case, please do watch the rest of my Bridgerton videos. I will soon be making a video about the part 2 trailer to come out. I'm actually excited for this season. It's my favorite season so far. We'll see how the rest of it goes. But please do enjoy the rest of your week or weekend. And goodbye.